is Jessica with Chapter Chicks, and I am here to talk to you guys today. It's kind of a book review, kind of not. I'm talking about Vampire Academy by Richelle Mead as a whole. The first book is Vampire Academy, obviously it's by Richelle Mead. The second book is called Frostbite. The third book is called Shadow Kiss. The fourth book is called Blood Promise. The fifth book is called Spirit Bound. And the last book is called The Last Sacrifice. Okay, so I was gonna plan all this out, but then I kind of realized that the only thing I was writing down was the characters are amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. A couple of you guys have asked me about this series a lot, and I absolutely love it. I will tell you though, this is pretty much the main point of the series, or the review, whatever this is that the first book is a letdown. I'm not going to lie. It's really good. I still really liked it, but do not judge your opinion of the series by the first book, because this is such a complex series, and Richelle Mead has so much that she has to introduce that it makes it really hard to judge it by the first book. Because she has to give so much information to us readers, because she's introducing a whole new culture, whole new species. She's introducing all of this stuff, and it all has to fit into this many pages, with still giving a plot and still introducing characters and making you fall in love with characters. So that would be incredibly hard to do. As you guys may know, this series is about vampires, but it's not really about vampires. The characters are vampires, yes, but it's like a whole new different type of vampire. She introduced a whole new breed. They are what are called Moroi. The Moroi are basically pure blood vampires. They are when a Moroi and a Moroi have a baby, and it's a Moroi vampire. And they are the vampires that feed purely off of blood. They're really uncomfortable in sunlight. And so that kind of basically goes off of normal things. But if a Moroi and a Dhampir have a baby, then they make another Dhampir. So only a Moroi and a Moroi can have a Moroi. And that's why they're kind of the pure bloods. And then a Moroi and a Dhampir have a baby, it's a Dhampir. And Dhampirs are closer to humans. They eat real food, they don't eat blood, but they still are not human. They still have this extra special power, this extra special strength. And in this society, Dhampirs are meant to protect Moroi, because there is also the evil type of vampires who only drink blood, who can't come out during sunlight. Basically your typical vampire, and they're called Strigoi. So there's Moroi, which are royal, can eat human food, they can go out in the sunlight, but it just makes them uncomfortable, but they also need blood to survive. Then you have the Dhampir, which is the more human-like. It's basically a human with extra special powers. And they're set to take care of the Moroi because of the Strigoi. And the Strigoi is your normal, everyday, run-of-the-mill, I suck blood, I'm evil vampire. And the only way to become a Strigoi is to kill someone. I think I have all that right. I'm not sure. It's been forever since I've read the first book when it's all actually set out and explained. And that's in like the second chapter, so it's not a spoiler. It's just, that's the way things are in this book. So there is nothing like the regular just vampire human in every other book. And I love it because all this crazy stuff happens. And basically what it's about is this Dhampir girl named Rose, who has this really special friend named Lissa, who she has this bond with that no one understands, and she can read her thoughts. So Lissa is a Moroi, a royal Moroi, and Rose is her Dhampir best friend. And they have to go to school, and they have to go through all this stuff, and Lissa's in danger. So that's basically how the first book starts off, and it just goes from there. And really, it starts off pretty fast-paced, it gets into the story really quickly. And then the book just kind of plateaus. It's not really bad. It's really good, but it's not like wonderful. And then the second book is what really gets you going. It kind of starts up on this huge like incline, and you just cannot help but just devour the books. I've been saving them. I just now finished the series recently, and I absolutely loved it. I read the first one. It was one of the first books that I reviewed when I first started reviewing books. And then it just went on from there. I picked it up because people asked me to. They're like, oh my god, you'll love Vampire Academy. And I'm really glad I picked it up. I definitely recommend picking up the series just because it is so amazing. The characters are so awesome. You will fall in love with every single character, the good characters and the bad characters. You cannot deny the Vampire Academy characters because they are so realistic, they're so raw, and they're so diverse. You have every single character that you could think of. You have the strong person, the idol, the crazy ones, the funny ones, the ones that are there for support, the hot ones. You have every single thing that you would love about a YA book. It's in this book, or in this series somewhere. And there's so much action. The plot is so well thought out. I'm not going to say that it's a lot like Harry Potter, but you can tell that there was serious planning going on, and if there wasn't, Rochelle Mead is just an excellent writer, because everything wraps up in a way that is just, it just all fits together. There's no puzzle piece left sitting out that doesn't fit. It all works into one big, beautiful Vampire Academy picture. I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering how I felt about the last book, because I know a couple of you said that you hated it and that you thought it ended terribly, and I just want to say that I loved it. I felt that everything wrapped up in such a way that I was so surprised but comfortable, and I wish it would go on. I know that there's a spin-off series, and I cannot wait to read it because it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I am so ready to visit the Vampire Academy world again, and I just left it. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to say about this series for now. It's possible that Stacy and I will go through and do a Vampire Academy discussion as one of our novel notions, because it is just it is up there with The Mortal Instruments, Twilight, Hunger Games. What else do I really like? Harry Potter. It is up there with my top favorite series, and I think that everyone should check it out, even if you're tired of vampire books, because it's nothing like vampire books that I've read. Mischief managed.